Hello, how y'all doing, people? This video is based upon. I'm gonna be talking on the Bible. I'm not gonna have time because I got to get up out of here. But I'll be back probably this evening sometime. But one of the things that I wanted to discuss, and I'm not complaining or whatever, is that I don't mind talking about or talking on biblical topics, and you know what I mean. I love, um, I like it. You know what I mean to a degree, but I'm not no religious person. Like I said, you know what I mean. I'm still seeking it out. You know what I'm saying. I got my questions. I still got questions and everything. It's just that this is just a time and a moment in my life. But uh, one of the things that I don't like is that when I guess when you, I don't know, should I say, talking to certain people about it or whatever, like if you say something like, uh, what you don't like about it or whatever, you have your likes and you have your dislikes, just like with anything. You have your likes and you have your dislikes about certain things. Now, has nothing to do with being against somebody that's really a Christian. I ain't got nothing against the Bible or whatever. I have my questions about it, but when you have questions about it, you know, that doesn't mean that you are, in my opinion, I don't think you're against it. You just have questions about it. You know what I mean? Now, I could, maybe somebody might can debunk that and say it's wrong. That's just my opinion at the end of the day. But I know that the Bible is not based upon, not supposed to be based upon opinions. I say it like that to the best of my ability, or whatever. But this, I named it talking on the Bible. You know what I mean? Like for example, when you say something like, one of the things I'm saying that I don't like is, and I'm trying to address it, is to the best of my understanding, my knowledge. Um, when you tell a person what you don't like, which mean like, if I say something like, if you're talking, when you're talking to someone, when you're interacting, when you're dialoguing with somebody on a biblical topic, when you're dialoguing with them, let's say you're doing that, and you're sitting there and you're saying, "Oh man, you're right, you're right, you're right. You're right about that." And then all of a sudden, I know I did some videos about this before, and then the person comes out and say, "No, God is right. The Holy Spirit is right," which means that you ain't trying to say that they ain't supposed to give the higher supreme being credit or whatever. You just acknowledging the fact that they're like they're too, it really would take certain people to, you know what I mean. It's like, what I'm trying to say is that a lot of people ain't really trying to understand where you coming from at the same time. They just want to just take and just throw stuff out at you. You know what I mean? They want to take and throw stuff out at you. You know what I mean? And that is one of the reasons why too that I don't really involve myself with, I stay away from like that type of Christianity or whatever. I don't mess with it. You know what I mean? Uh, or that type of, I just don't engage myself in that type of company. If you find a person in that way, now I'm not being negative about it. I'm just saying, I'm just speaking, giving my honest thoughts about how I feel. Do I have anything against the Bible or whatever? No, I just have a problem with how, it's being handled. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? People have a right to handle it the way they want to handle it. I guess I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but uh, I just have a problem with it when people say, to me, I just think that people take Christianity and they misuse it in that way, and at that point, it make you not want to be like, you know what? Mm. you know, it kind of make you want to back away. You know, it's kind of a sad story, but it make you kind of want to like back away from it. You know, it make you not want to have anything to do with it. I mean, not well. Well, I don't know. You know, it kind of make you back away from it. It doesn't mean that it makes you a weak person or whatever. It just means that you don't too much care about being in the in or dialoguing, having a dialogue with that whoever it is, you know, um, because at the same, I think when people when you talking like that, you have to really try to identify with the person first. You know what I mean? Once you identify with the person, then you know you can kind of get somewhere, and then they can kind of see, okay, well, this might be the real thing, or this might be the real stuff. You know what I mean? Or this is the real stuff. You know. Now I do know that some people may come back and they may try to debunk, like, well, you know, sometimes the truth gonna come. I know all that's gonna. Sometimes the truth gonna come, and it's not going to come in a way that you always wanted. Sometimes the truth going to be naked, and it ain't going to be all the time what you want to hear. I know that a lot of people probably going to address it from that angle too. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, you get what I'm saying. I'm just saying how I don't have no problem with that neither. But I'm just saying, you know how some people come at it and they be like, well, God is right. You know, they want to take it and use it. I'm just talking about to a certain degree how some people take it and they'll use it to call themselves like critiquing you or whatever, or trying to rebuke you, but they go about it and they use it they use it to their advantage to try to, you know, it's just like a person, like when they tell you that God told me to tell you to give this amount of, give this big offering or whatever. It's nothing wrong with it, but you know, all of those things is just being abused. And I think that's what pushes a lot of people away from Christianity. You know what I mean? Is because people can look through it and see through common sense that it's being abused, you know? And, you know, it's just on so many levels, you know, in ways that I can't even explain to you people. But, you know, I just gave my honest thoughts. You know I left out something or whatever. If I did, I'll just come back and redo an upload and share my thoughts. I just decided to share my honest thoughts about it and how I felt, you know, before I left out this morning or whatever, you know, and let you guys know. Now, if I know I might have left out a lot, just give me your thoughts, give me your comments. I welcome all of your comments or whatever. You just tell me what you think. Tell me what you think about what I just said. Give your honest thoughts about it. You know, just leave whatever type of comment you want to leave. You know what I mean? The floor is open. I'm a very open-minded person at the same time. I'm not trying to say that I'm not an open-minded person. You know what I mean? I'm a very open-minded person, but I'm just talking about how, you know, I know some people gonna say, well, you know, you shouldn't focus on that. You know, you should focus on getting your relationship with God, and you know what I mean? And you don't focus on that. You give your heart to God, and you know, all these different things. You know, I know they're gonna say that, but I'm just saying, you know, you're not gonna walk into, what I'm trying to say is you're not gonna walk into Christianity blindfolded. You're not supposed to be blindfolded walking into Christianity. You know, you're supposed to, you know, I guess according to the supreme being of the Bible, you're gonna be what they call a child of God. But come on now, you ain't supposed to walk into it blindfolded and stupid now. You know what I mean? Because it's sad to say, but that's the way it is. And in this day and age, that's how it is. You know, it's just so many people is walking into religion. They're blindfolded. You know what I mean? And we're not supposed to be blindfolded. You know, in that, you know what I mean? It's just like when you're working on a job. When you're working on a job, you're a good worker, but you're supposed to have some common sense. You ain't supposed to be ignorant to the fact of nothing. You know what I mean? We ain't supposed to be ignorant when it comes down to like put a cross over and it's all right. No, you got to have your eyes open at the same time, you know. So just because I spoke like this, it doesn't make me less than a person. It doesn't make me more than who I am. You know, I don't consider myself better than anyone. You know what I mean? So that's how I am. So Leave your thoughts, leave your comments. Tell me what you think, people. All right, I'm out, people.